All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Arachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect brother teaching and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. I'm the brother Dunya Allah with GMS Pittsburgh, and I'm just basically doing a response video to this video that the up and coming elder in GMS South Carolina, or as we like to call him, the elder brother, in GMS South Carolina. This was a video entitled "Esau is Scared, but Still the Devil," right? And that's from his channel GMS South Carolina 04. This was reposted by GMS Shar Mothba. So and I just came across this video. And I was watching it. He was he was showing some examples of Edomites apologizing for all the wickedness and atrocities that they did, and committed, and all the oppression that they committed to our people. And really, it's hilarious. Just as the video was titled, he said Esau is scared, but still a devil, right? There's, basically they're scared because they know their judgment is coming. That's why we are out there prophesying against them, right? And they know that their judgment is coming. So let me grab this scripture here. Salakia. Is it not going to let you find that scripture? Salakia, let me look it up here on the Google. This is, look for the King James Version. All right, it says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me. Salakia, this is Ezekiel chapter 35. Salakia. Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Right? So these Edomites, they're trying to apologize as if they're gonna get out of the judgment that's coming upon them, right? And they notice, because when we go out to the highways and the byways, we're prophesying against them. All right, we're prophesying against Mount Seir, which represents Esau, Edom. Okay, so they're and just as it says right here, even though they're trying to apologize, and as the elder brother was saying in the video, about getting reparations, right? Those reparations are not equal to all the oppression and bloodshed that they did to us. Okay, so here I'm gonna read verse 3 again, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Right? So the Lord is against these Edomites. Okay, and no matter what they do or no matter what they say, they're still gonna receive that recompense. All right, they're still gonna receive that reward for all their wickedness, right? For all the different atrocities and wickedness that they done to the apple of the Lord's eye, which is the nation of Israel. Okay, so let me see here. Get another scripture. And I believe that the elder got this in the video he did. But let me go ahead and start here. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Let me see. Yeah, a while back I did a video entitled "The Lord Required That Which Is Past," because the Edomite basically admitted that his forefathers and his people slaughtered the Native Americans, but he said forget about it, right? So this is, he said forget about it. So this is and this is what, we'll see what the scriptures say, right? Because they do oh, slavery is, oh, that was hundreds of years ago. Well, forget about it. It's in the past. Let's just worry about now. Let's worry about the future. These damn Edomites. But let me get this. It says, I believe it's in the Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Salakia. Let me type it in. Oh man, gonna have to Google it again. Okay, Salakia, I'm in the right chapter. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. And I clicked on the right verse too. Okay. All right. It says, that which have been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past. Right? So all the slavery that we went through, the oppression that we went through, right? Them feeding our babies to alligators, right? Hanging us from trees, okay? Buck breaking, all these different things that they did in slavery, and all the slaughter of the so-called Native Americans, the Gadites, all right, and the other tribes, all the wickedness that they done to them, right? All the bloodshed is going to be required of them. Right? They say, oh, that was 100 years ago. Huh? We shouldn't worry about that. Yeah, let's just worry about it now. Let's just worry about now. Right? Well, let's just worry about the future. Well, it says, and the Most High requireth that which is past. So the Lord requires, he requires your blood, right? All the things that you did to us is going to be done unto you, right? And Elder brought that out in the video. Let me see here. Man, I'm not finding these scriptures fast enough. Salaki, bear with me for a second, Akim. Salaki, this is Revelations 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she had filled fill to her double, right? So they're gonna go into slavery, and they're gonna receive double on what they did unto us, right? Of course, we're gonna do it in righteousness. We're not gonna do all the filthy, wicked acts that they did to us, right? But in the video, man, it's it's a sorry attempt for forgiveness, right? And just as the elder the big brother Manatazakba pointed out, you know, they'll say they want to give you reparations, and they'll apologize at 1 minute, right? But still deep down in their spirit, they're plotting against you, right? And you know, I just want to get, that's the scripture that I had pulled up on the screen earlier. So let me get that. This in Ecclesiasticus. Oh man, what did I? Right, basically telling us to never trust our enemy, right? It says this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? So who's our enemy? Esau, Edom, right? And the scripture, hey, the Lord's basically saying, I never trust him, right? No matter how smooth he speaks, or how beautiful he presents a package. We're commanded to never trust our enemy, right? I'm gonna read on, because it's gonna give us more. Salakia had to move to the other room. It's gonna give us more more edification. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, right? And them doing a public apology and saying, oh, well, you know, we'll give you reparations and stuff like that. I believe, I don't know if that was in the same video, but them making a humble apology, saying, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive us for all of this and that, right? That's them portraying themselves to be humble, right? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, right? So you better watch out for him, okay? It says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away, right? So his wickedness is still there, right? Which is why title of that video was Esau is scared, but he's still the devil, right? Or is still a devil, right? He's still deceptive and lying, right? So as in the word devil comes from the Greek word diablos, which means basically a deceiver, a liar, a slanderer, right? Someone who makes false statements. Salakia, right? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Right? It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh to a wild beast? Right? And the elder was pointing out how a lot of Jake's probably just eating this up. Oh, they're going to give us reparations, and they're going to give us reparations, and they're apologizing, and they're all right, and this and that, right? Just to lull them back to sleep. But at the end, man, they still got martial law planned for Jake. They still got these FEMA camps. They still planning to chop your head off and do all other manners of torture and wickedness unto you, right? So even though they're humbling themselves and saying, "Oh, please forgive us," and this, and they're begging, they're still going to receive their recompense, right? Right. But even though they're trying to portray themselves to be humble, Salakia, hopefully I'm making sense, Lord willing. But even though they betray themselves to be humble, right, they're still plotting against us, right? And let me get that. I believe King David says this. Hold on. This is Psalms. Let me see, chapter 58. Let me see here. Is it in 58? Boom, right here. Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Who's the wicked according to the scriptures? Malachi 1 and 4. Right? Esau, Edom. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? So you can't trust these, so-called Caucasians. All right? These so-called white people. All right? You can't trust these devils. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent, and they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Right? Which will not hearken unto the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Right? Basically, them not wanting to hear, the truth. Right? Because they're liars. All right? But that's the point right there. Right? These guys are liars. Right? And there's this that wasn't the one I wanted to get. But let me see here. Yet were their swords drawn. Right? They can speak all smoothly, Slovakia. Salakia for taking me a while to find all these scriptures. When I just have this be my last scripture. All right, it says this is Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Right? Talking about Esau, Edom. You so-called Europeans, or back in the day, the colonists. Right? It says he hath broken his covenant. Right? He broken his covenant with the Gadites. Right? As if, they were going to trade and everything was going to be peaceful, but then he slaughtered them. Right? Verse 21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Right? Oh, we're going to give everybody, reparations and however much money to whoever, to these foolish jakes out here, give reparations and apologize and say this and say that. But war was in his heart, right? So even though they're saying they're trying to apologize, they're still plotting. They're still plotting to take us out, right? His words were softer than oil, right? He's speaking these smooth things, right? Yet there were swords drawn, right? So never trust Esau, Edom, man. They're devils, right? And they're still plotting to kill a lot of Jake, right? Because their kingdom is almost up. And I'm gonna make that my last scripture, Lord willing. This is Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12. Right? It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down. Right? The devil, we just explained who that was. Esau, Edom, you so-called white people. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right? So, having great wrath because he knoweth he have but a short time. Right? So, when that martial law comes in and they start to force the implementation of this chip, you're going to see Esau's real colors. Right? You're going to see how much he really hates you. Right? Right, and all this, oh, please forgive me, this and that. That's not gonna roll over once they get their judgment, right? But they're still plotting to destroy and kill a lot of Jake, right? But to conclude that, man, never trust thine enemy. Esau is the devil, all right, and once again, all praises to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, teaching and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.